This game sucks. For those who don't know, Casper is a cartoon character best known for his films, TV shows, and putting his dick in your mouth every time you yawn. But did anything about Casper's existence warrant the need for not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, but 6 video games released on 7th generation consoles? My question is, was anybody liking this friendly little fucker that much, to where they just couldn't get enough of him? So, for this first entry on scripted reviews on this channel, I feel like it'll be important to look at one of these games. Casper and the Ghostly Trio, released only on the PlayStation 2. This game only ever saw a release in the United Kingdom and Australia, which means US fans of this series never got to play it. Why is that, I may ask? Well, knowing my fascination with crappy shovelware games from this era, I feel like it'll be important to look at this game in depth and explain to you why it sucks. Let's start, shall we? After being greeted by a poorly photoshopped logo of Casper and a completely silent menu for some reason, you're dropped into the first level. The game is a 3D platformer that has Casper running around and defeating enemies. Pretty simple stuff. Actually, matter of fact, it's so simple that it lacks justification for existence. Casper's only method of attack are throwing these little blue projectiles and throwing bombs, which always seem to hit you. These could come in handy for defeating large amounts of enemies on one screen, but 90% of the time you're better off just ignoring the enemies and collecting the keys. The first level has you in a hedge maze where you have to defeat poorly rendered enemies with sound effects ripped directly from Roblox. Complete with stiff controls and awkward graphics. Casper's got a huge big ass head, and every time he gets hit, he goes fuck! And look at his character model. It looks like they almost gave him an ass, but they didn't. As for the music, there's only one track that plays throughout the entire game, and it groans on your fucking psyche. The song itself actually isn't that bad, but the fact that it's the only song in the entire game makes it a chore to listen to. As for the enemies, it couldn't possibly get any more cliche. You have skeletons, Swamp Thing, and these motherfuckers that look like the hash-slinging slasher? These skeleton bats? All of the enemies have the exact same sound effect. This weird, twisted laugh that sounds like it was recorded straight from a child's nightmares. After finding all the keys for the first stage, you go to a bonus stage and you jump on this... fuck! Okay, you jump on this... Oh, fuck! Okay, let's try this one more time. Okay, so first time playing this, I wasn't even aware of the glide option. After dying on the stage almost 20 times and thinking that this was the end of the game, I looked up online that there was an option you press L1 to fucking glide. Who's gonna figure that out? Why not just put a blip on the screen saying, hey, press L1 to glide, you fucking dumbass. So after that, you reach a labyrinth stage where the game gets really difficult out of nowhere. There are so many enemies on the screen and they take so long to kill. Look at this. If you lose your 3 lives, you have to go all the way back to the beginning of the stage, undoing all the progress you made in— Wait a minute! How the fuck can I die? I'm already dead, I'm a fucking ghost! These spooky, scary skeletons have radioactive crotches that blow up every time you kill them, and you have these swamp things that throw radioactive croissants at you. It's like, what the— And the skeletons look like, I don't know, Beetlejuice? This is not the type of game with good jumping controls, and seeing how there's a platform game, that's a huge problem. It feels like Casper is getting stuck on level geometry unless there's pinpoint accuracy with each jump. After each stage there are these scrolling bonus levels which really seem to amplify the issue. So you really have to master the perfect arch measurement with each jump just to make sure you won't get stuck. Truthfully, this is probably the biggest gripe with the entire game. I could get past the crappy graphics, crappy idea, and crappy franchise in general, but the fucking jumping? Level 3 has you running around this warehouse trying to master some of the worst controls in video game history. At this point, ignoring the enemies can only get you so far, as you'll be battling with the camera more often. You're gonna need some precision jumping measurement to land some of these jumps correctly, and every time you think you made progress, some asshole finds a way to knock your ass off, just to be dicks. Oh, ass! At this point, the game decides to introduce boss characters, and I kid you not, these are the easiest parts of the entire game. These are typically going to be larger scaled reskins of pre-existing enemies, and all you do is mash the attack button 40 or 50 times, and they won't even have the audacity to fight back. To be fair, if a poorly rendered PlayStation 2 model came out of nowhere and started throwing sonic baseballs at me, I'd be scared shitless. I'd shit my pants. Shit will come out of my ass. The next level is like a maze. You're running around this house finding keys to open doors, and is that Mona Greta? Anyway, every time you grab a key, the game gives you a cinematic of which door you just opened. Too bad everything looks the fucking same. Okay, so open that door. Okay, where is that? Okay, yeah, I guess I go there, right? Okay, I found another key. Okay, where does that go? Okay, where do I go here? Okay, I'm lost. Okay, where do I go? Okay, here's another key. Should I go back? Okay, where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Fuck! I hate all this shit. You would think there would be an ability to drop ghost doo-doo wherever you go just to distinguish where you've already been. Instead, everything looks exactly the same. You would be better off drawing yourself a map. But who the hell would do that? I mean, really. Believe it or not, you're at the second to final stage in the entire game, followed by a stage that's so similar it may as well be the same thing. Jeez, for a PlayStation 2 game, that's pretty fucking pathetic. I can't complain too much because the game is ass, but I'm still playing. I guess I can't resist the urge to finally say I beat Casper and the Ghostly Trio on the PlayStation 2. Might as well be a shit-dripping trophy. You expected effort from a game that can't even properly crop the logo of the series that it's based on? Are you shitting me? Finally, we reach the home stretch of the game, the final level, which looks virtually identical to every other stage. The text at the beginning says something about a character named Wendy. Whoa, Wendy? Look, I'm hungry as hell, so why not? After collecting 4 keys, you fight the final boss, or bosses, in the game, the Ghostly Trio. It's not what you would call epic. All you do is go around throwing balls at them as they wander around like lost children. It's almost like they're not even trying to hurt you. And wait, aren't these supposed to be Casper's uncles? So why are you beating the hell out of them? The polar opposite of nepotism. After that, you get a credit screen of how this game horrifically drained 4 to 5 hours from your lovely time on